Hi, Gina here, your Midwest Gardeniere, talking to you today about the seasonal changes that we go through in the Midwest. Here we have some railing planters that have really been through the seasons, as you can see. The grouping here was for our spring cool weather plants, and they're not really doing so well because we're in the thick of summer right now and the heat and the sun. So we're gonna pull these plants out and we're gonna move to a different system. But what we're gonna move to is a wire basket that's deep for lots of colorful summer plants. We're gonna get started on that right now. So the other day we went to Home Depot and we got all the supplies we needed. And for me, I like to keep my hair up because it's hot. So we're gonna do a little of this, and that way you can see what I'm working on, okay? So we're gonna take this potter, we're gonna make it a sunny side planter. We've got this huge, beautiful geranium. Obviously we can't put that in this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna break this guy up. You're gonna open this guy up, you're gonna sift through here, and you're gonna find where the root system is. You're gonna take your soil knife, and you're just gonna cut around one section of plant, and that way you can pull it right out and use it in your smaller potter. So you just get your knife in, cut your roots real low, get a shovel if you need it, and then you'll pull your plant out. Geraniums are great because if they break, they grow back. Don't worry about it. That's the point of these bright, big summer plants. Lots of blooms, continuous blooms throughout the summer, so no worries on losing any of your blooms, all right? So we're just gonna pull this through. All right, so now we have a good root system. Look at that root system we've got. So we plop that down in here. We add a little potting mix to the base to get it stabilized. You can either fill up your pot to start with mix, or you can add it as you go. Just make sure that whichever way you go, your roots are covered nicely and all the way to the top of the root ball, okay? So we've got some of that in there. Then we're gonna add some of our vining plants to give some overflow in the front. And these guys, you can see, nice healthy plant, lots of roots. But you want to break those roots, just loosen them a little bit. Tell the plant, okay, you've got more space to grow. You've got lots of room, so spread out a little bit, all right? So that tells the plants to wake up a little bit, all right? We're gonna tuck that one in the front, and then we're gonna do some petunias. Petunias love sun. They're big sun plants, and they don't always need a lot of water. They like to be damp, moist, but not wet. So don't have to worry about a lot of water on these. These guys, their roots look good. We'll just loosen them up a little bit, and we're gonna tuck them in here too. We're starting with a really nice grouping of plants. And then we're gonna take a couple of small viners. These are a licorice plant, also liking sun. We're gonna use them for filler on the sides. And then we've got some million bells, which are sort of a baby petunia. Again, lots of overflow. Loosen those up, tuck those in. See how that's gonna be gorgeous, hanging over like that. And then we have a nice, even, balanced design. Then we're gonna put a tiny little bit of this Dusty Miller in to give it some height. Some of these flowers will get taller, but they're gonna wanna flow forward. So we're gonna wanna have some height in the back and on the sides to balance it out really nicely. And all the greens are different tones. So we've got a variety of greens and lots of different color. And then if you find that you need to add some extra soil, go ahead and do that. So here we have our finished sunny side planter. We're gonna talk a little bit about content here. Immediately after planting, you want to give this little guy some water. We added our bloom booster to our water, and we're going to fertilize and water at the same time. Again, leaf and root fertilizing, so we feed it immediately and get it nice and hearty. This grouping of plants here is complete. Once you're fertilized, you've got your right content, your potting mix, we're gonna water and we're gonna flip it because it's the sunny side, and we're gonna have it get some sun for the rest of the afternoon. There we go. Now that we've got our sunny side planter done, we're gonna be moving on to our shady side planter. Let's get that started right now. Hydrangeas are a wonderful summer plant. Although they love the summer weather, they do prefer some shade. So this guy is gonna face the house, which is gonna give him a little relief from all that sun. So we're gonna use him as our focal point. Again, we're gonna break up these roots a little, loosen up the shoulder, that's this top part up here, and wake him up a little. Next to our hydrangea, we're gonna go with coleus, also a shade-liking plant. These guys, although little babies right now, they're gonna get a little bit taller, so they're a nice accent around the hydrangea. We're gonna tuck them in here. Then we've got some other shade-loving vining flowers. These are Terenia, are fine in some sun, but again, want a little break from that hot, hot sun, so they're gonna get tucked in next. There. And then in the front, we're gonna put some variegated vinca, which is a nice draping, vining plant. No flowers on this one, just leaves. And then on the edges, we're gonna put a beautiful ivy. So that guy gets tucked in there. So we've got some vining on the side, some vining in the front, and some nice flowers that again will overflow to your front. So that's our one side. I'm gonna put the flowers in for the other side. So you wanna make sure that your potting mix is plentiful and at the right height. Your choice as to how many plants you put in. I like to have a nice finished box. You know, right when I'm done planting, we'll gain a little height from our coleus over the season. Nice full plant here. And then we're good. And we're gonna put that up right now on the other side of our sunny side planter. And look at how great these guys just slide right in there. Again, we wanna make sure we water with our bloom booster additive. Get that food right into these guys as soon as possible through the leaves and roots. Get them going. Reminder, we're gonna have overflow. These guys are gonna drape down. Our vining plants are gonna drape down, and you can already see we've got some draping starting already. So lots of interest here on these potters. These guys are gonna be here all summer. They're gonna thrive, overflow, they're gonna really fill out really nicely. We're gonna be doing a lot of different things. We want you to come back and visit us at Gardenieres.com over and over again. These planters will be switched over in future seasons with additional plants, and we'll see you soon.